And a pleasant good evening to you all, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bilskie channel here for more of some Phillies baseball, as the Phillies are looking to sweep the Padres out of here as we're getting set for the business person special. It's a day game. The Phillies will be wearing their 1974 throwback jerseys. I wish they had an 80s one in here, but I didn't feel like going with the powder blue. I felt like going with the old school Veterans Stadium, Fat P, white and red pinstripe jerseys. So the Padres will be going with their 1984, I think, jerseys. But there's your starting lineup for tonight on Throwback Thursday, as Kutch back in that leadoff position. He'll be playing left field. Batting second to third baseman, Mean Gene Segura. Bryce Harper, the right fielder, batting third. Rhys Hoskins, the big fella, at first base, batting cleanup. JT Realmuto, who got the scoring started late in the eighth inning, the bottom of the eighth last night, back behind the plate, batting fifth. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius. Batting seventh, second baseman Scott Kingery. In for Roman tonight. Wanted to give him some time off. He's really been in need of a break, so decided to put Adam Hazley out there in center field. He'll be batting eighth. And batting ninth and pitching, the fireball and hard-throwing right-hander. I call him Wheels. No, not Chris Wheeler. It is Zach Wheeler. He'll be your pitcher tonight. As you see, the starting nine for your 71-15 Philadelphia Phillies facing the Padres tonight. It's McCutchen, Segura, and Harper. Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Kingery, Hazley, and Wheeler. That is your starting nine as we get set to go to Citizens Bank Park for the finale of this three-game series on Throwback Thursday.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phils are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at one of the game's top strikeout pitchers. He's averaging over 11 strikeouts per 9 innings so far on the season. We'll know if he's on early by seeing a lot of swings and misses.
Digging in, Juan Lagares. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for San Diego. The center fielder, Juan Lagares.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Eric Hosmer to the plate now. His career line against Wheeler. Pretty good success. He's 4 for 5. Here comes the first pitch. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Tommy Pham, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The windup and the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Dinelson Lamet, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball well outside. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Hard ground ball to third. Machado has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
1-0 the count. And the pitch. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Lagares is under it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, this guy's got the home run and runs batted in thing figured out for the Triple Crown, but he's not in the top 5 in the batting average, and if he wants to win the Triple Crown, so he's going to have to make up a lot of ground.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Hosmer is there. And that ends the inning. 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now in the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard down the right field line. But that's a foul ball. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
That's a stone cold take right there. Easily could have been rung up instead.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Here's Manny Machado now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 15 long balls and 49 runs batted in. And it's quickly 0-2. Now here it comes. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Here's Will Myers. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hazley is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Padres down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. And he looks at a curveball that falls in 1-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pham is underneath this one. 1 gone.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Here's the pitch.
1-0.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Here's Didi Gregorius, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now here it comes.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Myers going back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The windup and the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Weekly hit to third. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. One out now in the San Diego third, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Standing in, Dinelson Lamet. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Called strike 0-2.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And in steps Scott Kingery. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. A ball and no strikes. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Settling in now, Adam Hazley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Kingery gets his lead at first, nobody out. And another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. And again a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Oh, and 1, here it comes. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Batting ninth.
Stepping in now, Zach Wheeler. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman number 2.
Striding into the box, Gene Segura. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Segura has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. The 1-2 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Stepping up to the plate, Bryce Harper. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. Two out with the man at first. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Line drive to center field. Lagares will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 2-0 Philly. Here's Juan Lagares back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. 0-1 the count.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And up next, it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Into the box now, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's set, and the pitch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
The bouncer to the left side. Segura has to be quick. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Padres leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a ball 1-0. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Hoskins brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now batting, JT Realmuto comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Line towards center field. Lagares is there, and he has it for the first out. So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up Didi Gregorius. As a look, now the pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Shoots this one over to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We played 4 full. It's the Phillies 2 and the Padres nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. A ball and a strike now to Machado. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
So here's Will Myers as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. And very little resistance there as he's retired on a half-hearted swing, and there are 2 away.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Brian Dozier at the plate. And a bouncing ball, foul. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he fouls this one off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Scott Kingery. And no swing apparently, ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Kingery brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Two and one.
I got 2-1 now.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone.
The 17th.
Digging in, Adam Hazley. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Weak roller right side. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Zach Wheeler. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Phillies down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in now for San Diego, Francisco Mejia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. One and two now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And it's fouled away. Another try at 2-2. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now at the plate, Dinelson Lamet looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And they start him out away with a called strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Juan Lagares. He singled his last time up. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
And it's 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Andrew McCutchen. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. Hit high and deep out to left field. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right side. There's one. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. Phillies lead this one 2-0. At the plate, Eric Hosmer. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
And that misses. 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And that misses for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Manny Machado comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper coming on. He makes the running play. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Ready once again, Will Myers. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And it's 1-1. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Craig Stammen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Now the 2-1. Hit back toward the mound. Dozier fields it cleanly, and there's 1 away. So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to third. Taken in by Machado, and there are 2 away now. So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop Didi Gregorius now. Here comes the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Pitch on the way. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
1-1. 2 out, nobody on. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Lagares to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 3. Here's Brian Dozier now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Padres.
Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. So one man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. High in the air down the right field line. Harper on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now back.
Greg Garcia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Matt Strahm is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 55.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next will be the speed threat, Scott Kingery. First offering on its way.
The second baseman.
Hit back up the middle, and that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, Adam Hazley. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Phil Gosselin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Bill Jocelyn.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
He's set. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
The 1-1.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Lagares looks up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 29 home runs for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with the power hitter at the plate. The best thing he could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
Luis Perdomo comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Gene Segura standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And the pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. One there. On to first, and that takes care of Harper as well. It's a double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Four runs here in this half inning. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Adam Morgan will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Phil Gosselin, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Morgan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
2-2 now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And there's out number 1. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. To the left side, but it's well foul. San Diego down to their final strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
6-0 the final shutout score today. Philadelphia led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Zach Wheeler records his 14th winning decision of the season, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Dinelson Lamet pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
All right. Well, the Phillies sweep them out in grand fashion, I dare say, as the Phillies, behind the 14 strikeout performance of Zach Wheeler, gets a 6-0 win and sweep out the Padres. Just a great performance overall by all involved. Well, not all involved, but especially Zach Wheeler, I got to say. What can you say? He let up 3 hits, no earned runs, striking out 14. Let's just get right into it. Take a look back at some of the action went down earlier on. And here's what broke the 0-0 tie with center fielder Adam Hazley. Boom shot out to right field. Out of here. That's what got it started. Oh, we went back there, too. Probably about middle of the rows there. There's the hoss right there. This dude was throwing fire. His stuff was on. His command was good. Manny Machado looking really silly up there. It was definitely his show here today. That's probably you're seeing him in the replays so much here. As Dozier goes down striking, boom. Some of these guys struck out more than once in that 14 strikeout endeavor here. There's Juan Lagares. He was also struck out looking at a slider. I'll tell you what, that slider was cooking on all cylinders tonight. Myers strikes out, another slider. Yep, he knew it. And here's where they busted it wide open right here with this booming grand slam home run by Andrew McCutchen. I was thinking of Adam Hazley. And that was out of here. He cleared the bases. At that point, it was 6-0, and then it was left up to Adam Morgan to sort of put the finishing touches as he strikes out Pham looking, and that would end the game. And the Phillies sweep out the Padres by a final score of 6-0. I thought it was going to be more of a pitcher's duel, as it took the Phillies to the third inning to get it started. But they relegated they combined, I would say, between Wheeler and the last inning there with Morgan. Surrendering only 3 hits in the game. Phillies 6 runs on 8 hits and no errors. Error-free baseball. By the way, apparently that one that I thought it was an error, the one that Rhys Hoskins missed, apparently must have hit, I don't know, somewhere on the dirt there, but he never got a glove on it. I thought it was an error, but apparently it wasn't. But be that as it may. Zach Wheeler, very strong. 8 innings pitched, striking out 14. Thought maybe the way he was cooking along there, he was going to maybe look to tie his season record of 18, but not this time around. Adam Hazley 2 for 3 with a home run. Kutch 1 for 4 with a very huge home run. El Gran Salame, as he goes and clears them all with a grand slam. 4 RBI on the day. Scott Kingery also 2 for 3, scoring twice himself. Mean Gene also 2 for 3 with a walk. And we're going to jump out of here. Wheels gets his 14th win of the season, tying his teammate Aaron Nola. Dinelson Lamet, now that I heard Matt Vasgersian say his name properly, Dinelson Lamet falls to 2-11, as Adam Hazley, certainly a notable with that home run starting it off, getting the ball rolling. I got to say that in this particular series, hits came late in the game. Apparently the starters and the fielders combined to really make it tough on the Phils. I just could not get an extra base hit to save my life. A lot of grounding into double plays. A lot of their pitchers are sinker ballers and sliders and two-seamers. Not as good as this guy's, though. But be that as it may, there is your top player spotlight. Player of the game, it's Zach Wheeler. And much deservedly so, as the Phils, as we go back to the calendar here, win their 7th straight. As my 7th straight. What am I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8th straight. And that would be the 2nd sweep at home, the 7th game at home. So the Phillies pretty much swept out their entire homestand which was rather impressive, I must say. But the Phils will not rest, as they will now head west as we head out to Seattle, which should be interesting. Interleague play's pretty cool, but literally they're going to be on the left side of the country there, and looking to maybe do some damage out there in the I don't even know what the name of their ballpark is. I'll have to go check that out. But Jake Arrieta will take to the hill looking for win number 17, the only undefeated pitcher left in the National League, as he will be opposed by Yusei Kikuchi, who has yet to get a win apparently this season. He is 0-13. Who knows, that might change. So that'll be tomorrow night, perhaps maybe in the afternoon, don't know. We shall see. But Saturday, July 4th, Independence Day, probably look to get that out of the way relatively early, probably like around noonish, maybe earlier, maybe around 11:30 in the morning. But Zach Eflin will head to the hill, as he'll be looking for win number 9. He'll be opposed by Nestor Cortez Jr. That'll be the second game of the series, and a matinee on a Saturday, and then back at it on Sunday. I have Francisco Liriano penciled in there, but we will see exactly if Vince is ready to go. If so, he will be the starter on Sunday, the finale of that series, before they have an off day on July 6th, and then head southeast, I should say, as they head down to the city of Houston, as they embark on a 3-game set with the Houston Astros there at Minute Maid Park. Haven't been there in a while, the Phils, now that the Houston Astros are now an American League team. So there is your look ahead as the Phils embark on a 9-game road trip that will take them into Houston and then into Washington, D.C., and this will be the final week before the All-Star break, beginning on Monday of next week, as we are rapidly approaching the end of the first half. I can't believe that's actually a real thing, but it is, and we will cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm sure the All-Star game will be riddled with Phillies. There will be Phillies all over the place in that one, including a starter. Don't know who that'll be yet. I'm pretty sure it'll be this man, Jake the Snake Arrieta, if he keeps on going the way he's going. I'm sure he will have at least one more start before we head into the All-Star break, most likely in Washington. But that's it. Phils take Game 3, the finale of this homestand and the finale of this 3-game series with the San Diego Padres. They sweep them out in a final score of 6-0. So that is it. Phils remain in first place as expected, and there is your player of the game in Zach Wheeler. So that's it for now. We're going to get those uniforms ready for the away colors, and we're going to pick this up tomorrow as Phillies baseball continues here on the Bilskie channel. Certainly appreciate you tuning in as you normally do. Hey, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a coworker, tell anybody you want. Hey, if there's some Phillies baseball on in video game fashion, this is the place to be. Phils are just absolutely raking right now, 72-15 on the season, and they don't show any signs of slowing down anytime soon. So that's it. Appreciate you guys watching once again. We'll see you tomorrow for more of Phillies baseball, and have a good night, everybody.